What you're about to watch is me learning how seatbelts work. Just hang out with me, sit back, grab some food, and enjoy the struggle. If you already know how these work, you're going to laugh a lot at me. Enjoy.
What's up, everybody? Russ with rwresearch.com. So check it out. We're going to go try to fix the seatbelts in this car because we're going to teach the children how to drive. So take a ride along with me. I've tried to fix one and the spring exploded and hit me in the face. Unfortunately, I wasn't recording, but we're going to try a different one. All I'm going to say right now is balls. You'll see in a minute. It's kind of funny, kind of weird, kind of interesting. Yeah, forced exploding balls. Let me show you. Alright, so here we are. So, in the pictures of the listing, there was actually baby seats sitting next to this. And it looks like at some point somebody cut this seat belt, either to get those out or something. The buckle's still here, and so my plan is to take this one out, get it to not break apart if it's not smashed in there too bad, and replace that one with that seat belt. So take that seat belt out completely and put it in this one. Not a clue if that's going to work out the way I want, but that's going to be the plan. This one is also locked. The center one is not locked. The center one is free, but this one is locked so tight it's like wedged in here. It's super tight. I can't even get the seat down because this is wedged in here, so I'm going to unbolt it from there and see if I can get the seat down. This seat I can't get down either. I think it's just wedged in there, so I'll try to get that one down. Okay, that one did come down. Now I gotta get one of these panels off. I don't know where that seat belt lives. Oh, it's right there. So I gotta take these panels off. I think I figured it out. It just needs some brute force. It's part of this plastic part. I just need to yank really hard without hurting myself. Wow. This is more difficult than it looks. Alright, apparently I'm being silly. The bracket that holds the seat, I think holds that all on. It's not actually bolted to it, but it was holding it in place with this little slot. So I can just rip it out from there. It's not going back in. There we go. A little bent. There's a lot going on right there. Now we can get the back to get to my seat belt. I'm actually going to put that latch back on once I get this off. Shoo-wee! Alright, here's what we got going on in here. We've got this safety shield. That thing I got to unscrew. And there's just one main bolt in the bottom. We'll pop that off. Check it out. There it is. I found the flux capacitor. Panasonic even makes that. Interesting. Look at that grounding session going on. Man, we are sure grounded there, aren't we? No wire protection on that harness right there. Capacitor assembly. I have no idea what that's for. I'm guessing it's for the audio, but don't know. Alright, remember what I said about balls? See them in there? Literally, balls. This one's a little different than the other one I took off. This one looks like you have to drill it out. That one, I unscrewed it and it came apart, and then the spring flew off and exploded, and that whole thing is a piece of junk now. So I'm really hoping I can potentially use this one, but I gotta be able to get to these balls. And this is the spring that makes the thing go back in. I did get it to go back in after messing with it for a minute, but now it's stuck. So I'm gonna keep messing with it. You just have to deal with the poor coloring. So here's something interesting. So on these seat belts, this thing right here, there's a ratchet under here. I took the other one apart and I broke it, so I'm not gonna take this one apart right now. But basically there's a ratcheting mechanism in here, and that is actually what, when you pull it quickly, it actually stops you from flying forward. This side there's a big spring like in a tape measure, right? Here's the interesting thing. This tube right here is an explosive device. So literally plastic spring thing and then a metal gear catch is what stops you from going forward in a minor crash. In a major crash, this is full of balls, and the balls explode out of here and jam themselves inside this mechanism. Literally so tight, you can see how tight that seatbelt is right there. See how tight that seatbelt is? It's so freaking tight. So the other one, I could take this off. This one looks like it's riveted on. So we might just have to bend this open, and all we're gonna do is get all those balls out there. That's all I want to do, is get the balls out. See if I can pop this cover off so you can see it. Nope, the cover goes the wrong way. So you see these little pins right here? That pin is shoved down in there and opens up a plastic tab down inside of here, which you might be able to see. It's really hard to see. But that's how that works. So there's no real way to get this off. I do know that this has to be the correct orientation. If it flips upside down, there's a ball in here that also doesn't do what it's supposed to. So I took it out of the other one. So I'm gonna get some pliers. I'm gonna pry this side open right here and just rip this thing open, because as far as I'm concerned, this is trash. This one's cut anyway. Let's go inside and do this. I've decided to go ahead and just take this one out. Well, we have the opportunity, and we'll bring it in the house. See if I can get this out. I have no idea if I can get that other seatbelt out. It's buried down there. Alright, after looking into that, that sounds like probably the worst idea ever. The better idea is just to get this seatbelt out of here. And I believe we can just push this out the other side, and it's like wrapped around a bar or something. Let's see. Looks like it's trying to come loose. I think there's literally just like a bar in here. Like a bar down inside there. Let's see if I can get it. Ah, it is a little bar. So literally, I can pull this out, slide the bar out, and slide the seat belt through the little mechanism here. It's in there tight. Wow, it's seriously in there. Come on. There it comes. Alright, so this little bar in there. Ta-da! That little thing. Now, I should be able to slide this out. Probably should have done this in the first place when I originally took this out. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know how to do this. That is going to be real fun to get back in there. Wow. Alright. Let's take this inside with our other stuff. Alright guys, I wish I was filming when this happened, but this spring literally exploded while I was working on it and it shot out the door. That was yesterday's event. Today, what we got, where did I put my things? Now I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, here we are. So here's the one I took out. I would love to be able to just take this spring off and put it on this one. Problem is, I'm pretty sure it was, well, there's a little greasy. Pretty sure it was different. Yeah, this one's not the same as that one. Weird. Or maybe it's that way? No, it's totally different. Well, anyway, I'll figure that out in a minute. Alright, I'm gonna throw this thing away. It's pretty well junk as far as I'm concerned. This was the inside parts that held the spring in place. It exploded on me. This was already broke. Got damaged in the accident, I believe. So, this tube has some sort of explosive in there. And this was wrapped around inside there, just like this one is. And there were balls in there. Okay, so let's pop this cover off and I'll show you what's inside this one. Wow, that's some torque. Okay, so I'm going to take this little thing off first, which I think is interesting. Alright, so there's this little ball mechanism right here. I believe this is for, honestly, I don't know, but I thought it was for like rollover or something. So this little mechanism sits in here and it ratchets against this little plastic part. See the little ratchet right there? So this ratchets against this so it can't turn backwards. The inside of here, there's like a little weight lever, and I believe this is a weighted lever. And this weighted lever moves this little piece in and out. Okay, and that little piece catches on here to keep it from spinning backwards. Alright, so that's how that works. So that little mechanism moves this arm out, which catches this. That's what actually, when you pull your seatbelt real fast, that's what's actually catching. However, when you have an accident, this tubey thing and all of these little balls in here, which literally, I think these are plastic. They're like plastic coated, or maybe they're aluminum. They're really light. I'm gonna break one. We'll see what's actually in it. Got my Knipex, or however you say it. Let's see. Oh, they're tough. Might be aluminum. Yeah, okay. They're definitely not plastic. They're just really, really, really light. But those balls get wedged in this right here, this apparatus right here. And it gets wedged inside this. So they literally get wedged in there and they get super tight. Okay, and that's exactly what actually forces you to stop. So on this seat belt, we have the same thing. Those balls, they're out of their tube. We just need to get those balls completely removed from there by somehow backspinning this thing and getting those balls out. So that's the goal. And then I'm going to take this and hopefully just screw it where this one was, just so we can get the standard locking mechanism, right? This one, to work, so we at least have some safety in the car when we do our driving. Because when you're teaching someone to drive, you definitely want seatbelts. So let me see if I can get this apart without breaking it all. So after looking at this, I could drill these 3 rivets out from the back side. I can reach, yeah, I can reach all of them. But the thing is, if I drill those out, then I lose my locking mechanism because it's on the top side of this. So I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally just bend this stuff out, get it out of the way, see if we can get all the balls out of there. It's wedged in there real tight. But this one did move, so we might be able to work them out of there. We're opening up enough to get the balls out. Let's go back to the bench. Alright, we're on the bench. See how many we can get out of here. That was quite a few of them. So you can see there's this plastic thing that goes in this one. And I don't know if that's a guide to help guide it around the loop or what. And I believe these are all inside that tube originally. So now, keep turning this thing and see if I can get any of the other ones out. Alright, I believe that's all the balls. Now, what I definitely have a problem with right now is this belt is so tight I can't get it. I'm gonna have to just unloop the belt because the locking mechanism has something to do with being faced up, like if this car gets turned upside down. So I think that's what's happening here. No matter what, this seatbelt has to come off, so I'm just going to take it off. Alright, seatbelt has been removed. There we go. Now it's spinning free, but it keeps catching. He's got to go this way. So I don't exactly know. Oh, one more ball popped out. Okay, maybe that's the problem. Maybe there's more in there. It's locking up. Oh, there she goes. Last ball out. Now it works like it's supposed to. Ratchets that way. It's still not quite right. Alright, so the ratcheting mechanism is there. That's the spring. I had those two switched. So if we can pop this out, we can see what's going on in here. So I'm going to try to pop those little plastic pins out.
So is this that contraction?
I'm sorry, your words?
Is this contraction from the car?
What's a contraction?
I don't know.
With a P, contraption.
contraption?
There you go.
Is this the seatbelt?
Yes.
Do you know how it's locked?
Yes. Balls. Aluminum balls. Explosive aluminum balls.
Oh.
Right now I'm trying to pop this little cover off so that I can see inside this mechanism, so I can figure out how to make it work without breaking it. I'm missing parts on the other one. That's why it doesn't work. Look at that. See the ball? What do you think that ball does? Because I have yet to figure out what that ball does. It's on a weird angle. And I can't get it to go backwards. I can only get it to go forward. See how it's going this way? Now if I go backwards, it gets stuck.
Where does it get stuck?
It gets stuck on this mechanism right here. This is what's inside there. This goes on here. And when it goes backwards, this goes like that and it catches on there.
Oh.
This goes out and releases the catch. So, see how if I spin that, it pushes this out, and then it catches on here, like that. And so I need it to go forward. If I go backwards, it catches. Then I pull forward again, it stucks. But this should only be springing. See how it's free? So it's catching on all these like little gear mechanisms. See that ball in there?
Yeah.
So that ball is sitting in here, and it's just freely sitting in here. Like that.
Well, what is it for?
Well, I'm trying to figure that out. To me, Elijah, it looks like it would be down unless it got flipped upside down. So it's almost like if there's a rollover, if the car rolls upside down, I would think that would fall down and catch this, which would force it to lock. See? Oh, see, there's all the way out. You know when you pull it too far, then it locks? So that's what it just did. Well, I also spun it fast. So it can come out, but I can't go back this way. No matter what I do, it does not go back. Now, if I take this ball out, I expect it'll go back. Nope. Still doesn't go back.
So the ball just does like nothing?
It's got to be there for a reason. If I unlatch this little guy, then it should go backwards. Yeah, see, it goes backwards fine now. So how does that get latched? See it going backwards now? This is the one that's causing the problem. Is there... No, this is just a cover. What the heck do these do, Elijah? Do these swing around? Oh, it does. Look at that. See that? It tilts. Now it'll go backwards. So how do I reset that? Let's put the ball back in. Obviously it has something to do with this. Which way was it?
Don't know.
Oh, poop. It was this way. I hope.
Well, I think it's the other way, because... Which way is backwards? That's backwards?
Should be like that.
I think it's the other way. 'Cause I don't remember seeing it like that.
You don't remember seeing that side out?
No. I remember it being like that.
Yeah, it fits better like that. So this has to go like that for this to work.
But
Yeah, that's the right way. What in the world does this ball do, Elijah?
I don't know.
Where are you going? You're not gonna help me play with my balls? We gotta figure this out. Come on, let's figure this out.
My food.
Your food? We're making spaghetti.
I don't like spaghetti.
Oh my. Oh, I see what makes that. That should make that go up. It's ticking up. Oh. That made it go up. And it only hits that in exactly the right spot. Right there, it just hit. So I have to put the seatbelt back together perfectly in order for that. One more tooth. Nope. Right there, boom. Wow. You guys are watching this real time. I am so confused on how that works. But that little knob and that little knob trigger whether this is up or down. But now, no matter what I do, I can't get it to go backwards. I need to wind it up. That's the other problem. Wow. Okay. So this and the little this little thing, this little mechanism in there catches the inside of that and only lets it spin. See, that's what locks it, in my opinion. That's like a centrifugal looks more weighted here, but it's like a centrifugal latch. So that latches. Man, that's a confusing mechanism. Well, the seatbelt is supposed to get pulled out this way, but it is like, I mean, it won't go that way. This is just the thing, so you pull it all the way out, and then boom, once it's all the way out, then it goes backwards, but this one does not go backwards. Is there another ball in there? Maybe. So this little plastic thing, the balls go down, around, and then up and jams. So basically the balls jam themselves into position. But I would expect it to not go either way if there were still balls in there. And I don't see any balls in there. So let's see. That's going back in. Alright. Here. Boop. Now I should be able to go back. I went past the ratchet. Now I should be able to go back. If I keep going, it will eventually hit that and put it back. Right there. It just does not go backwards. Let's pop this off and see what's going on in here. Okay. There goes the little gear. Here's the little mechanism. There is nothing preventing that from going backwards right now. It's spring loaded. So I can go either way I want right now. One way, I should load up the spring on this side. The other way, it should spin free. So there, I'm starting to load up the spring on this side. No, maybe not. Oh, there's no way it didn't not catch. No, I got the same problem now. Come on, little spring. Well, let's just figure out this side first. Put this back on.
Are you planning on showering and eating or just eating?
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I see. If you hold this thing just right, I mean just right, that ball mechanism settles. It has to be exactly in the right spot. Wow, okay. That's interesting. Let's pop this back on real quick. Just leave it like that for now. Okay, so right now it's locking. But if I hold this ball just right, now I can spin it both ways. This way and that way. If I barely tilt it. So it is a tilt sensor. It's exactly what it is. Right there. It's like the perfect alignment. Anything other than that and it's broke. So if we just remove this for our particular case, because I don't plan on rolling the car over, then we don't have to worry about it anymore. It still works. If you pull it hard, it catches. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is pop this back in. So now that won't come off. This is freewheeling, but it latches. Obviously, I can put this back on. But if I put this back on, now it's permanently latched because this is catching the same as that ball. That's what's happening. So now it's off and I can go either way. Catch. Ready, go all the way out. Pulling it all the way out, and then eventually I've got the whole seat belt out. Right there. Boom. Now I can't pull it back anymore. So I'm going to take this gear off because I don't ever want it to ratchet. And I'm going to pop this gear off so it literally never ratchets. So it'll never ratchet and it'll never do tip over. But it still catches when I pull it quickly, which is what we need. Now all we gotta do is get this spring back on there, wind it up, put the new seat belt, the old seat belt back in there, and then it should do exactly what we want. I bent this up. I'm gonna bend that back down. I'm thinking maybe that's part of the reason why the spring isn't catching, because I bent it too far out. Which does make sense. There's a little catch in there. This little guy. That little guy catches that spring just perfectly. Getting it to actually do that might be a little tricky, because I can't pop these off to get it started. I can't quite see what happened in there, but it came loose in a way where it's not working. So I don't want to break it, because that's what happened on the last one. But I can't get to those pins unless I drill this out. This one I could unscrew. So that's a bummer. This is totally different. Back seat's totally different. So, yeah. Is this, where's that other little plastic thing? Oh, this is it. See, this one's different, the spring. This spring's under this cover. I wonder if I can drill a hole in it and get it to get into the center. What do you think? Drill a hole or just cut one? I see the spring right there. Come on. I can literally like see where the spring is at, but I can't can't seem to get it to catch. You know what? Almost looks like I bent it. I did. I bent the end of it. Dang it. Oh! It caught. Even though it's bent. See it winding up? It's definitely messed up though. Gonna keep going. I'd imagine it's gonna slip. The only reason I'm doing this is because I broke the other spring, so the seatbelt was basically useless. If I wind this one all the way up, go out there and stick the seatbelt in it, let it wind back up, we might be alright. Well, okay. At least we know it works. I'm gonna stick this screwdriver in there, and I'm gonna go do what I gotta do and finish this later. We'll be back later. Seat belts. Who knew they were so strange? What a cool little tilt sensor. See that? I'll show you from this angle. So at just the right position, boop, it falls down. See that? Go this way, it flips over. This way it flips over. That way is really gently flips over. What a super simple and yet difficult mechanism. So if you see in here, there's like a little ring down in there, and then the ball fits perfectly in that position, and that ring down there is like just perfectly mounted. So anyway, alright, time to go do my thing. I'll show you what the inside of that spring looks like. The inside of the spring has that hook on it, and that hook right there looks like it's bent on that one. I must have unwound it to the point where I bent it. I could still use that other spring potentially, but I'd have to get this apart. So for now, we're just going to leave it. We're just going to leave it. Hopefully it's fine. Uh-oh. It does look like it's still hooked in there. It just took me some prying to get it actually hooked. So I think we're okay. So we now have no weird nonsense here, so we don't have to worry about how I mount it. And it will still lock if I get hit. We'll be back tomorrow because I gotta go. And we will finish this task. Oh, hello. Well, gosh dang it. I just recorded the whole thing and obviously didn't record. So now you know what I have to do? I have to take you along for the next one, I guess. Seatbelt in and working. It does what it's supposed to do. It goes up and it locks when it has to. So, that's the plan. Locked in place. Let me show you what I did since, well, it didn't record anything. By the way, I fixed the airbag. I took it out from the back, which is really interesting. There's these holes back here that you pop it out with, and then I put tape over the face and filled the whole back with hot glue. So yeah. So let me show you what I did. It's just right there. So I slipped it through there, wound it up, put it in, and I ended up putting it backwards. So there's one extra loop-de-doop the wrong way here, but it'll still work just fine. So now we got to do that side and that one. This one I'm going to be just not fixing because I don't need to fix it if I don't need to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Can't believe I just recorded that whole thing. Just recorded the whole reinstallation and everything and failed to miserably do it with you in board. So see how tight this is? So one other thing that's pretty cool is when those balls get shot in there, not only does it keep it locked, if you look at the way the path is, it goes in, around, and then back out, then back in again. So it forcefully winds up the seatbelt. I mean, look how tight this seatbelt is. Look, it's been there for a long time. And this is just wedged in the seat. It's so tight, it's wedged in the seat. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So the only way to get this out is literally unbolt it here. Thank goodness I can get to it. The other ones are loose, but this one is tight because nobody had their seatbelt on in the back. Like, it wasn't hooked up to anything. There must have been a passenger because this one is loose. Oh, the buckles in the front's different too. I just noticed. So I can't get to that one, but I can get to this one in here. So I guess I'll just time lapse doing these. Alright guys, I got this side off and realized that it's not blown yet. You know, the airbag is good. There's a little like dent where the seat belt's been holding it in place. But the airbag and the whole piece here is still good. That's going on eBay. Check this out. Can you see the witness marks of where the screws used to be? Look at that. So the seat bracket stayed in place, but the car, actually it went the other way, didn't it? The seat moved. Yeah, the seat moved and the car stayed in place. Trying to find witness marks of how far this is actually pushed out. It's pretty wild. Alright, back to getting this off so we can get down in there. That one's kind of broke, so I didn't care too much. This one I'm going to try to take apart carefully because this whole panel is still in good shape. Or some moolah, maybe? Don't know. We'll see. Alright guys, I got this one apart. This one you can unscrew, but I gotta put this plastic thing all back together. Well, maybe it'll just go back together like it is. Otherwise I'll pop it all apart. I did have to pry this open to get it, but it's got 2 screws holding it on. But here's the interesting thing. We actually get to see how this works. So you can see how this track has like an elevated thing and it holds the balls around there. Shoves them through there so it jams against itself. So that funky looking ball, this one, that little plastic thing that's in there, that gets jammed back into itself. See how these two are jammed together? So the balls are aluminum. So as this thing shoots around there, it tightens it and then shoves it into itself. It's pretty interesting. That was kind of cool. So I figured I'd show you before it fell apart. What are you doing, Elijah?
Pumping the seat up.
Pump it up. I said pump it up. I think that the car got smashed so bad the seat is higher than it used to be, so it's even better for you. All right, now show me what I did. I fixed the seat belts. Let's see them work. You reach the pedals in there? Let me see. Push it down.
Too close.
Too close. Push it down, man. Push both of them.
I can't pull it.
No, you can't pull it forward. Good enough. Put the seatbelt on. All my work, all my time. I want to see the seatbelt go on.
Can't reach it.
Look how far up you are. It is hilarious. That's. I fixed it. Put a Band-Aid on it.
It worked.
I found it in the car, actually.
Band-Aid.
Yeah, I found a Band-Aid in the car, so I put it on. I literally found it in the trunk. All right, so it works. It latches. That's what we need. We need it to latch. All right. Now put the seat back so I can get in and actually do something.
Only private.
Not today. We got friends over. We're gonna go spend time with them. So we got the seat belt fixed. This one works now. Oh, you couldn't get this?
No.
Oh, let's do that because I want you to try this seat belt out. Oh my, that thing is wedged in there. There we go. Alright, let me try this one. Oh man. No, it's right. So I think if I pull this out, well, it's not ratcheting. But if I, well, at least I'm buckled in the bottom. But it does latch if I really like. Bang! See, but I can't get it to do it with my shoulders. It's gonna hurt bad if I do. All right. Anyway. All right. So, seatbelts are fixed.
And now it's time for me to drive!
No. I gotta get all my tools out of here. Get this stuff done. Get this stuff done, dude. There's stuff to do. So the back one works with the latch correctly. So if I latch it, and I go up until it does that, then it'll stay. So perfect. And then the center one never was broke. It must not have the same contraption. That one's just missing. So that's it, Elijah. Now what are we gonna do? Not today, but what are we gonna do? Yeah, but what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna drive!
Yes. The whole purpose of this whole thing is so my children can learn how to drive over in the parking lot.
I'm the one that mostly wants to drive. I've been wanting to drive for my whole life.
Alright, well let's get all the doors shut, get my tools all out of there, call it a day, go spend time with our friends. We'll see you guys later on the next video. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. My day is better than whatever day that was when this person had a bad day. Like a real bad day. Let me fix that. There, problem solved. This door and the other one. There we go. Oh no, I just put it behind there anyway. Oh, it's okay. Alright, well, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. That's all I got for all of y'alls. Peace and love, God bless, and always, as always, read the Bible more. See ya. Bye. What are we doing?
Driving the car.
Driving the car. Alright, I'm gonna start this one. I'm gonna start this one. Then I'm gonna start this one. Then I'm gonna start this one. Okay, they're all rolling. So I gotta make a loud noise so they all sync up. Dat, dat, dat. Okay, now fix your seat. Alright, so we're in a parking lot. There's only a few cars here, but we'll play around in a different spot. We've got the fancy crunched Leaf. Elijah's fixing his seat right now. I'm gonna open this door. I might turn on these lights permanently so we can get seen better. We've got the heat on. I have no idea how much actual battery I have left because this thing is not reading correctly. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright, so here we go. Wish us luck. I'll shut it. Okay. Now, the first thing you gotta do, which I'll help you. Alright, I'm gonna shut this camera down. Just use those.
Alright guys, if you want to see this, let me know. I've got tons of footage. I might post it on the second channel. If you're interested, you can go watch it. Currently, I don't have a plan to do that, but I probably should. Let me know if you want to see it. Thanks for hanging around this long. God bless, have a good day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
I did it!
everybody comes to do donuts, so not too worried about it.